The Huawei GT2 Pro has been held as one of the best smartwatches you can buy right now. So this is my full review on this absolute beast of a watch. Welcome guys, my name is Caleb, this is KanthrHD. Let's talk about it. To kick things off, the watch looks absolutely stunning. It's a gorgeous timepiece to look at, okay? As a smartwatch, I think this is one of the nicest smartwatches I've genuinely ever seen. It's got a titanium outer case there. It's got a sapphire glass on the front as well as a ceramic back there. So if you're a person with really sensitive skin like I do, it's got you covered basically, okay? Now, look at the screen. It does have a sapphire glass on the front, so it's going to have a scratch resistance of 9. So that's very, very high. Diamond basically has 10, which is unscratchable. So yeah, but no, I was actually able to scratch this, as you can see right there at the bottom. Now, I do think that's simply because I went to bed with it once and my wife did have a diamond earrings on that night and I may have accidentally scratched them that way. I did speak to Huawei about this and they basically said that's my own negligence. So I mean, it is what it is. But apart from that, it is a stunning watch to look at. One of my favorite features about the screen actually is these outer dials right there, and that just basically makes it look like it's actually got a full-on watch experience or a full-on screen experience, and I really do appreciate that. And I do like a classic looking watch, so for me that is something that really just ticked all the boxes, okay? Looking at the straps as well, it does have leather straps, really nice leather straps as well, and they're really easy to remove. You literally just have to clip that out and it basically comes out, okay? Now, if you're a person that actually bought the classic version, okay, you should get a silicone strap in there as well, and that basically just helps if you want to go swimming and everything, because this is actually waterproof of up to 50 meters, so you can go into the shower or do whatever you want with it as well. And what's actually quite interesting as well is once you're actually done with that, if you just scroll on the top there, there's a little battery drain there, and the speaker right there basically just shoots out all the water, so it vibrates and shoots out all the water there as well. So that's something that's pretty nifty, pretty handy as well, and then you can just shake it around as well, that it basically tells you to do. So that's what it does. And that little speaker there as well does act as a speaker whenever you're trying to play music or if you're trying to take a call as well. I've personally taken a call with this and it acted perfectly fine. I was actually on the golf course as well, so it was quite windy. I was outside, people were hitting balls, but I was perfectly able to hear the person I was speaking to, and I even got funny looks because people were like, why is this person taking a call basically on the golf course? Like, rude, like, yeah, so rude. The battery life of this watch is basically 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks depending on how much you actually use it, okay? Now, one thing I do have constantly going on the side, as you can see, is a constant heart rate monitor, and that does drain the battery life on this watch. If you just scroll to the side as well, it does have stress levels. You can check the weather, and also has a music playback function on that as well. Now, one thing that it also does have, if you just find that there, is blood oxygen, and it does a very good job at that, okay? So it basically just tell you to do that and basically just keep still as you're basically measuring that, okay? And this is really good if you're a person that may have maybe lung problems or just a few other places that you just want to make sure that your blood oxygen is okay, or if you're in a really high place as well, high altitudes, the oxygen there is a bit thin, so that is something that is really good to look at, okay? It is very impressive how accurate it is as well. I do have a medical grade blood oxygen saturation level machine there. My wife is a nurse, so she does have a few of those, and it came up basically spot on with this, so that was really impressive, okay? Now, some of the other apps that you can have there, of course, heart rate monitor, workouts, you can of course check your stress, sleep tracking is there. I use that every single day. It is very good, okay? You breathing exercises, call logs, contacts, music, air pressure, compass, I mean a plethora of any other apps, okay? Now, one of the reasons why you buy a smartwatch is also because of the workout facilities. Now, when it comes to the workouts available or it tracks, this basically does everything. It goes from running to walking to cycling to pool swimming, open swimming, mountain hiking, trail running, drive run. So that's basically for golf. A person that actually likes into golf as well, that basically shows you how fast your swing is going, and I found that really good. For me personally, I'm a person that does chunk it a bit, so my tempo does tend to be very quick, and that is something that has definitely helped me, okay? Oh, as you can see, I just got a notification there. That is what it is. So you've got skiing, snowboarding, cross-country, triathlon, cross-trainer, row, and other. So when it's basically other, it's just open training. Okay, now that's pretty interesting there as well, that I got a notification. Notifications, basically you can see them but you cannot respond to them. I don't know if that's just because it's an iPhone and it's not a Huawei, but yeah, it is what it is. You cannot respond to anything when it comes to notifications. Okay, now it does have an always on display there, as you can see, screen on. But if you go into the settings specifically, you are able to actually show what always on display that you want. I do that at times as well, but if you do that, it will give you that little message to say that, look, you are going to cut your battery life. Okay, so it does have a wake option, but if you want that to be always on, that's basically what you're going to get, and it looks absolutely stunning. Now, looking at some of the features that this thing has, okay, it has a plethora of many different apps that you can look at, okay, but just to mention a few, depends on what phone you're using on this, okay? But when it comes to music, it does have music playback capabilities, but if you have an iPhone, unfortunately, this does not apply to you. I have an iPhone and I cannot control my music on this, and this has 8 gigabytes of storage as well, so you can actually add music onto it as well. So unfortunately, iPhone users, you cannot use that probability or capability. Now, if you do have an Android or a Huawei phone, the world is open to you, okay? You can control the playback on this as well as adding music to it, so that's perfectly fine. Now, this is specifically for Huawei phone users. If you get this watch and you have a Huawei, basically it opens up the possibility of using a remote shutter. So you can basically use this watch to actually take a photo or start a recording on your phone. And I find that so cool and so amazing. Again, that's only for Huawei users specifically, okay? Just FYI. Rounding off all those features is basically the auto trackback for a GPS, okay? So with the GPS auto trackback, you can basically go out, get lost, if you're foraging, if you're hunting, whatever it is that anyone's into these days. If you're aware and you get lost, this can basically take you back to your point of origin, and it even notifies you when you're actually straying off that path. So I find that really cool, and this is very nifty if you're that kind of person, okay? Personally, I've never needed to use it because I've just never really needed to use it, but that option is there. I have tested it out and it works pretty fine. Okay, so real quick, what exactly is the price of this watch if it's got so many different features? Okay, now the price for this right now, surprisingly, is £179. okay, if you go to the official Huawei website, it actually gives you the price of £179. If you go to Amazon, all these other places, well, it is about £179. okay, so right now it is on a discount, and the reason it's on a discount mainly is simply because the Huawei Watch 3 as well as the 3 Pro have actually come out. Now, personally, I don't think you need to go for the Huawei 3 Pro because that one's like 540 to 550 pounds, and you're literally saving more than 300 pounds when you're getting this watch, and this is plenty of watch, trust me. So for what you're actually trading in for that watch and this watch is really not worth it upgrading and getting that one. Or if you've got the option, I mean, if you got the money, go for it, but literally just save your 300 pounds and just stick with this one, because trust me, you will absolutely love this watch. This watch is genuinely not perfect, okay? It does have its issues, but this is my daily driver. This is the watch that I use every single day, okay? I have had an Apple Watch, I've had many different watches, and so far I've really enjoyed this one. This has genuinely been the best screen I've ever had on a smartwatch, okay? It is stunning and honestly the best to look at. So I really like this watch, and it is my daily driver, and that's what I use every day. And there's no other watch that I'm really thinking about getting right now. The only other watch I am kind of thinking about is the Amazfit T-Rex Pro 2. I may get that, or maybe do a comparison on that, but that's maybe for a later video. But let me know what smartwatch you guys are using in the comments below, or are you thinking about getting a smartwatch? Let's actually talk about it. I always enjoy it when you guys comment, and I always try to reply to every single person's comments as soon as I can. I mean, there's some people that I reply to literally 2 minutes after they've sent me a comment when I've actually got time, but in most cases I will respond to every single person's comment. So please do drop a comment. As usual, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe. We're on the road to 200 right now, 150 subscribers. I'm so grateful to everyone. Thank you so much for that. But anyway, guys, this is Caleb. This is KanthrHD. As usual, I'll catch you in the next one.